two, one. Hey, and then we're live. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Today we're talking about, I think something that a lot of people actually forgets about. Like, today I'm gonna give you like some very important advice to actually do when you're learning.
Yeah. So, what is the advice, bro? I mean,
Actually-
what is our topic?
The advice. Our topic today is very interesting, and I think it's very important for a lot of students and a lot of, let's say, learners out there in the world. I say this is one of the most important mindsets when I learn. It's called the empty bottle mindset.
Empty bottle. So, it sounds like some motivational lines, bro.
Of course it is, bro.
Yeah.
So hear me out. So this empty bottle mindset. Just imagine you're a bottle, and then let's say you already learned about something, and then you're like a full bottle. Like you're a bottle filled with water. Water. Like
Yeah.
water. And then you want to learn something new, but you cannot put more water inside. So you should empty the bottle and then pour in some more water, pour in some more water to enhance your knowledge.
Yeah, but what if you really know the topics, like in math class, like one
I
plus
see,
one,
math
you
class.
know that, bro. But how do we apply it, bro?
Hey, this guy really likes math, right? You like math.
I mean, like one plus one. Who,
One plus
who doesn't
one.
know that, bro?
Yeah, everyone knows that, bro. Basic additions like multiplications, division. Yeah, people actually are tired learning that over and over again. Now, how do you face that problem? You're asking, how do you face the problem of doing the empty model mindset, although you already learned it until you're like tired and dizzy? Like, I have a good explanation and a good example how to actually do the empty bottle mindset. Here, this is my tips and tricks. So imagine you're the teacher. I always think about the teacher first, then the student. You know why? Because the teacher is the most important figure in our day-to-day lives in learning. They're the ones supplying us with new knowledge every single day, every single hour. They teach us to be greater and stronger. So I always think about, hey, if I don't empty my bottle and pour in some new water inside, or pour in some new knowledge inside my head, I wouldn't be listening to the teacher, and that would be disrespectful because I don't hear what the teacher is saying and explaining. He is wasting his time and energy talking to us, and we do not have the information that he gives to us. It's a big waste of time for us and for him. So I always think about, hey, I should empty my bottle, so I can respect the teacher.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I
You
feel
understand?
I understand.
Yes.
But it's still sometimes it just feel like it's a waste of time, bro. We know the stuff. We like, why we reviewing the stuff that we know it, bro? We ever learned it.
So here's the problem with this generation. Like, for us, we want things instant. In the exact second, we want to understand that single lesson. We want it fast. We want it quick. We want to be rich quick. We want to be successful quick. Now, to achieve that, we need to take time. It takes time. Rome isn't built in a day. You know that sentence?
I know.
Rome isn't built in a day. So, hey, you know why they're laughing, bro?
I just
No,
don't
they're
think
so
about that,
loud,
bro.
guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is
We have low budget setup, bro.
this is a
Yes.
very budget setup. So it's all
Just
but
forget about it.
just sorry. Let's go back to the topic. So
yeah.
Rome isn't built in a day.
Yeah.
So it takes time. You will learn that exact like the new subjects when you finish the other subjects. See, you're probably thinking because this generation, I think most of the children or most of the teenagers in this generation are a little hard on their ego. You know, they're they're like selfish, but not all people. Like, I'm not saying like you are selfish, I'm selfish, everyone's selfish, but no, we're just not patient, you know. We should be patient because although you already understand the lesson, you already understand like multiplication, division, and others like that, the other kid beside you, that one kid, he probably doesn't understand a single word the teacher said. That's why you need to be patient, wait until the others learn, you know,
Oh, yeah.
the others understands. Then you'll go to the next subject. So you just be patient. You will go to the next subject, bro. Trust me.
So it's not about pretending you don't know, but about being open to learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even when you think you do. Yeah.
So if although you think you do, like you could also pretend you don't know the lesson, but I wouldn't recommend that because if you pretend you don't know, that means you know of the lesson. That means
Yeah.
your ego can fill that gap and then say, hey, I already learned this. Why am I pretending to forget about this lesson? So, and then your ego starts filling in.
Yeah.
And then you're like, nah, I'm not listening to this nonsense. I'm continuing playing my games.
Oh yeah.
Nah, you should actually empty your knowledge, but not emptying until the brim, like you forgot what you've learned before. Just 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 throw away a few of the lessons, and until there's space enough to like learn more, you know.
Yeah. So I have one questions that maybe viewers also want to ask about this. So what are some ways to actually practice this mindset day to day?
Like
I
I
mean,
said, sorry to interrupt, but I actually answered that question before, but I would actually say it
Yeah.
again. So, like always pretend to be the teacher, then the student. So if I say, hey, if I don't hear this teacher out, will I get the knowledge, and does the teacher like, am I wasting the teacher's time and wasting the teacher's energy? Like the teacher's explaining to me the lessons and I'm not listening. That's being disrespectful because I'm wasting the teacher's time. That's how I practice it. Like I say, I must be respectful to the teacher, you know.
Yeah. I feel you.
And I also think about, let's say, hey, if I do not learn this, if I do not pour my knowledge, I wouldn't get new knowledge. Like I wouldn't advance more. I would stay at the same spot. I'll be like let's say you're a car, and then you say, hey, I still have gasoline. I do not need gasoline. And then the gas runs out in the middle of the
Yeah.
road. You'll be in a standstill, you know. Like you wouldn't go forward, you wouldn't go back. So I would recommend, like in my recommendation, you just think of other people around you, not just yourself, but other people around you. That's how you practice the mindset. Be respectful and don't think about yourself, think about other people, you know. Because I always think there's this one kid in my class. This is the funny part, but I also feel
I
kind
know
of
that.
bad for him. He's like, he doesn't pay attention to the teacher in front. He's like sleeping in class, playing games. And then when the teacher, you want to
Yeah.
know, the teacher asks the question like, hey, how do you write this code? Because we're in like the programming, our major is programming.
Yes.
The teacher asks, what is this
function.
What is this code for? What is the function of this code? And then he's like,
Blanking.
his mind is so blank, and then he's like, he doesn't respond to the teacher at all. He doesn't talk. He's like an NPC, you know, like this.
Oh.
This is his true expressions. Not to make fun of him, but it's like this.
It's based on real story, bro. It's
This
fucking
is
our friend.
this is a fact. You know him,
Yeah.
right?
I know, of course. I know.
Yeah, this is
It's
in our
iconic, bro.
class. I feel kind of bad for him, not to make fun, but it's
Yeah.
as an example, kids. Just pay attention to the teacher. You know,
Me too, bro.
pay attention to the teacher because it's more respectful. It's more functional. You know, it's more important to hear the teacher out. Anything else you wanna actually ask and add on?
So maybe that's all today.
Oh, that's all for today. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
bro.
you, my brother.
Thank you for your hours and your time today.
yeah.
To ask me for more advice. You could actually follow us if you as the viewer want more advice or let's say more pep talk. You could check our channel out.
Hit down subscribe button, bro.
Yeah, and
Like button.
like the video and comment, and don't forget
Hit
to
the bell, bro.
hit the bell to
get-
notify for more educational content.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yes, thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank you.